You start your life buried alive in the sand, and the moment you see the sun, everything in the river wants to kill you. You claw your way out of the Indian riverbank, a tiny gharial hatchling scrambling upward with dozens of siblings. You race down the sandy slope, driven by pure instinct to reach the safety of the water. You slip in, your body adjusting instantly as your long, needle-thin snout breaks the surface. Your mother is nearby, a massive armored giant 20 times your size. She wards off the big predators, but she offers no food and no guidance. From the second you wet your scales, you are completely on your own. That's when the shadow falls. A stork steps into the shallows, tall and deliberate. It moves with terrifying slowness, its head tilting side to side, calculating the movement of the swarm. Then, violence. The beak stabs down like a spear, snatching the sibling right beside you. You watch them thrash once before being swallowed whole. Panic triggers instinct. You dive immediately, pressing your belly hard against the muddy river bottom, holding your breath until the bird stalks away. You surface and realize the open water is a death sentence. You swim desperately toward a cluster of submerged, tangled roots jutting from the bank. You wedge yourself deep into the wooden darkness where the beak can't follow. For the next 3 weeks, you hide here. Around you, the water goes quiet as birds and fish pick off your siblings one by one. The crowd thins out. Your mother drifts downstream. The safety in numbers is gone. It is just you, the roots, and the hunger. You have survived the initial slaughter not by fighting, but by becoming invisible. You are 3 weeks old, starving and solitary in a river that views you as a snack. You observe the murky water, realizing that survival here is measured in inches and split-second decisions. You made it past the first week, but the gauntlet has only just begun. You've dodged the stork, but now you're starving. Can you figure out how to hunt before you starve? Like and subscribe to see if you survive your first kill. You are starving to death because your mouth is built wrong for biting like a normal crocodile. At 3 weeks old, you spot a minnow shimmering near the surface. You lunge forward, jaws snapping shut, but your snout is too long and thin. The fish slips right past your teeth, vanishing into the murk. If you try to hunt like a brute, you will starve. You need to adapt. You watch the water, waiting. When the next fish appears, you don't lunge straight ahead. Instead, you sweep your snout sideways through the water like a scythe. The blade-like motion works perfectly, your teeth catching the fish mid-sweep. You swallow it whole, your first real meal. But in this river, success attracts competition. A larger juvenile gharial swims directly into your hunting patch, snatching the next fish right in front of your face. It turns to look at you, claiming the spot. You are too small to fight, so you retreat upstream to the rocky shallows, refining your side-sweeping technique alone. Months pass. You are half a meter long now, hunting in deeper currents. You lock eyes with another rival, hissing and showing teeth to defend your new territory. You are focused entirely on the standoff, which is a mistake. From the trees above, a massive monitor lizard drops into the water with a splash, paddling straight for you. You abandon the fight instantly, twisting your body hard and diving for the safety of the submerged roots. The lizard's jaws snap inches from your tail as you wedge yourself deep into the wooden darkness where its bulk can't follow. You freeze, watching the predator circle once before giving up and climbing back onto the bank. When you finally surface, the rival is gone. You realize that in these waters, pride gets you killed, and speed is the only armor you have. You escaped the lizard, but there is a tank moving upstream. Like and subscribe to see what happens when you meet a mugger crocodile. You think you're the apex predator until you meet a crocodile built like a living tank. At 2 years old, you are a precision instrument. Over a meter long, your snout has honed into a razor-thin blade that slices through the water. You hold the deep channels, letting the river's current flush fish directly into your kill zone. You strike sideways, fast, efficient, and deadly. You have mastered the flow of the river until a massive shadow blocks the current upstream. It's a mugger crocodile, broad, heavy, and armored in thick, jagged muscle. Its snout isn't a delicate blade like yours. It's a wide, flat hammer designed for crushing bone. It swims directly into your hunting ground and locks eyes with you. It doesn't rush. It simply opens its jaws to reveal rows of thick, conical teeth. It is a warning. Move or be crushed. Your instinct screams at you, run! Your body is built for hydrodynamics, not wrestling heavyweights. You whip your tail, cutting through the water with an explosion of speed the bulky mugger can't match. You abandon the deep water and surge toward a narrow, rocky channel where the current screams between the stones. The mugger doesn't even chase you. It simply claims your spot without effort. You squeeze into the tight, fast-flowing gaps between the rocks, places far too narrow for the mugger's wide body to follow. Here, the fish are smaller, but you are safe. You settle into the new current, realizing that in the river's brutal hierarchy, survival isn't about winning every fight. It's about knowing exactly when you are outmatched. You've surrendered territory to survive, but you won't be the underdog forever. Share to see what happens when you finally become the king of the river. You grow a massive bulbous lump on your nose just so you can scream underwater. You are 15 years old and the undisputed king of this stretch. You are 3 meters of pure hydrodynamics, patrolling your territory with cold precision. When a younger male tries to slide into your hunting ground, you don't hesitate. You become a missile in the water, slamming your armored body into his ribs and forcing him into the shallows until he turns tail and flees. This is your river. But defending territory isn't enough. A strange pot-like growth forms at the tip of your snout, the gara. It looks like a deformity, but it acts like an amplifier. You surface and blow air through it, creating a deep, vibrating buzz that travels for miles through the water. It works. A sleek female glides out of the murk, circling you once before climbing onto a sandbar to bury her clutch of eggs in the warm earth. Peace doesn't last. By 25, you are 5 meters long and covered in scars. A massive young challenger hits your water, moving with the arrogance of youth. He snaps his jaws wide. You mirror him. Then, chaos. He lunges, locking his teeth onto your front leg. The pain is sharp, but experience is heavy. You thrash violently, breaking his grip, then drive your full weight into his side, pinning him against the jagged river rocks. You hold him there, crushing the fight out of him until he retreats downstream, bleeding. You watch him vanish into the current. You've defended your crown again, but you are tired. The river never stops testing you, and you realize that with every passing season, the challengers are getting faster, stronger, and bolder. You are the apex predator, but time creates enemies you can't bite. Like and subscribe for part 5 to see how a legend finally falls. You rule the river for 30 years, but one cloudy eye and a rainy day end your reign forever. At 32 years old, you are a 5-meter leviathan, a living dinosaur, but you are rotting. One of your eyes is clouded over, blinding your left side. An old war wound on your tail never healed, stealing your explosive speed. You sweep your snout through a school of fish and miss. The reflexes that made you a king are gone, and hunger is starting to set in. Then the sky betrays you. Heavy rains turn the calm water into a violent, churning flood. The current rips downstream, carrying uprooted trees and debris. You try to swim against it, to hold your ground, but your weakened muscles fail. You are swept backward, tumbling helplessly into a chaotic gauntlet of submerged rocks and rolling timber. A massive log, heavy with water, barrels down the current. Slam! It crashes into your ribs, pinning you against a jagged underwater boulder. The pressure is immense. You thrash, trying to twist free, but the river pushes the log harder, crushing you against the stone. You are trapped. You struggle once more, but your body has nothing left to give. The thrashing stops. The water claims you. Hours later, the current releases your body, drifting it downstream to settle softly into the mudbank. You return to the earth, feeding the very same ecosystem that kept you alive for 3 decades. The king is dead. Life as a gharial is brutal, but there's another animal that has it way worse. Check out the pinned video to see what it is, and subscribe for more wild stories.